Welcome back to Crypto Game Mining, where we talk about all kinds of stuff regarding mining with your PC rig. And I'm pointing at my PC and you can't see it because it's off screen. But we're going to talk about the whole market, the way that it's bleeding out right now as far as cryptocurrency goes. I'm not going to go into full detail because this is not a financial channel where I'm not a financial advisor, all that nonsense, right? I'm just here to talk to you about what I'm doing as far as mining with my own gaming rig and my old graphics cards that would otherwise just be sitting on a shelf or in my closet or whatever. So, I put them to work. I do want to just put a disclaimer that I don't actively go out buying a whole bunch of graphics cards and, scalping them or taking them away from, from other gamers and stuff like that. Like if if I'm going to be honest with you, I look for older graphics cards because I don't want to buy newer graphics cards and take it away from, other people who want to. Sorry, there was a bug on my screen. Who want to buy graphics cards for their gaming PCs and stuff like that. So I just want to point that out. That's why I only have a 3060 as far as the new cards go, but I have a 2070 and I have a 1066 gig. So the 1066 gig I've had for 4 years. The 2070 actually, I've had it for about 4 or 5 months. I think 4 months. And then the 3060 I've had for about a week and a half now. So, I just wanted to say that because I had some people kind of like saying, oh, because of you miners and stuff like that. No, it's not really so much miners like me because I do this just when I'm not recording videos or when I'm not live streaming on my other channel and stuff like that. Which I have 5 YouTube channels, by the way. So, yeah, I'm always making videos and I'm always constantly busy. So that 3060 is going to work. Anyways, talking about the market. Currently, the market's bleeding out for pretty much every cryptocurrency. Whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, it doesn't matter. They're all bleeding out. Currently, as of today, the lowest I saw Ethereum hit was under 2,000. I think it was like 1,800 at a point. And what does that mean for mining? Well, how can I put this? It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on what you're trying to go after. If you're mining just for strictly profits, then yeah, it might not be the best time for mining. And that's why typically you see a lot of people during bear markets such as this or bear periods such as this, a lot of people tend to sell off their hardware to try and recoup whatever losses they might be accruing. So you'll see a lot of people selling their ASIC miners. You'll see people selling their graphics cards. The problem is that people are still going to be selling all of those pieces of hardware, whether it's a graphics card, whether it's an ASIC miner or whatever. They're going to be selling them at peak profits or not profits, not profit until it's sold, but peak prices, right? So you're still going to see people trying to scalp the GPUs and scalping the ASIC miners and all of that stuff. So if you're mining yourself, what does this mean for you? Well, again, not a financial advisor, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I would hold whatever I'm mining, right? So as I mentioned before, I mine through NiceHash. If I want to mine directly, I can mine directly. It's just easier to just consolidate everything, just click start, and that's it. So that's why I do it. But whether you're mining through a program such as NiceHash, or you're mining through HiveOS, or you're mining directly through Ethereum or Ravencoin, or whatever you're mining, right? So what I do is I hold whatever coins I'm mining. So, for example, NiceHash pays NiceHash, yes, NiceHash pays in Bitcoin. And so I'll do it in a cycle. So every 3-4 days, depends on how much I mine at the moment. I'll cash out and I will take that amount and I will convert it into Ethereum, or I'll leave it in Bitcoin, or I will switch it over to whatever. I'm going to talk about a couple other things that I am investing in as far as the cryptocurrencies go, and just to give you some ideas, right? So, for example, I'm currently investing in SafeMoon. Why? Because the way that SafeMoon works, they reward people for holding the currency, and because of how low it is, or how low it is to invest in as far as cost to get into SafeMoon, it's not a bad investment. You just hold on to the bags and just let it accumulate some more, and eventually sell when it gets to a point that you want to sell at. Another token that I'm investing in, which is a new one, is Everrise, and again, that works in a similar way. It accrues more tokens as you hold it, and again, it's a low cost to get into Everrise, so that's just a reason why I do it. Right now is a good entry point for pretty much any cryptocurrency that you want to get into, whether it be Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doge, Ravencoin, whatever. Right now is a good point because of how much the market has bled right now. Again, not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So that's why, like, I take my cryptocurrency that I mine and I convert it into whatever else that I want to hold on to at that moment. And that's something that you need to keep in consideration when it comes to the way that the market goes. Because one of the other things, and I mentioned this in my previous video as well, is that as the market crashes, people tend to panic sell. And when people tend to panic sell and they're trading their cryptocurrencies in for fiat or cash or whatever, typically when that happens is that the fees get paid to the miners, right? So then you start seeing a spike. Yesterday, for the better part of yesterday, my mining was at a solid $8 to $10 for the whole day. So the video that I put out, what was it, yesterday, 2 days ago as of this video, I had cashed out not cashed out, but I had withdrawn my Bitcoin from NiceHash, and tomorrow I'll be able to withdraw again. So within 3 days instead of within 4 or 5 days, I'm able to withdraw again because of how much I've been able to mine due to everybody kind of panic selling and trading and panic trading and all that stuff. During bear markets such as this, you typically see that it's easier to mine certain coins as well, such as Ethereum, specifically Ethereum, because everybody's kind of pulling out of the market. People who haven't been in the market for a while, they're panicking and pulling out and all that stuff. And I'm not going to be one of those, YouTubers who are going to be like, oh yeah, the bull market's not done and all this stuff. Look, I'm going to be real with you. For me, it doesn't matter because I'm in this for the long haul. So it doesn't matter if we're in a bear market right now. It doesn't matter if the bull market's over and we just entered the bear market, or it doesn't matter to me if the bear market is in the midway point and we still have months to go, or if it's ending right now. It doesn't matter to me because everything that I'm mining, I'm holding for future investments. I'm investing in projects or in different ways so I can make money. And I released a video talking about staking a little bit more as to like what I'm staking. But I just wanted to just talk, just kind of put my mind or my thoughts in there for you guys, just so you can think about what's going on in the market, specifically if you guys are just getting into the mining aspect of things. When EIP 1559 hits, Ethereum is basically going to drop for mining, and that's fine if you don't have an ASIC miner. If you're GPU mining, you just switch to a different coin, whatever is profitable at that moment. Ravencoin seems to be a big one right now. Somebody else mentioned a different, I can't think, it starts with an E. I can't think off the top of my head as far as like what cryptocurrency that is, just because I don't mine it myself. But like as long as I hold my cards that I have, I'm just going to keep putting them to work. And that's just going to be how it is. If I get my hands on like a 1080 or or a 1070 or another 1066 gig, I'm going to put that to work too. I do want to get my hands on a 3080 because I am a content creator, because I do live streaming, because I do video editing. Okay, just because you don't see that on this channel doesn't mean I don't do it on other channels, right? So I do want to get my hands on a 3080 eventually, so that way I can do what I wanted to do and build another PC and have that as my editing rig, and then this other PC I have as my gaming streaming PC or whatever. Like that is something that I want to do, but I don't want to just start buying a whole mess of 30 series cards, because that does get expensive. I don't have that kind of money right now. And even if I did, I would be investing it into other things instead. Just because, return on investment right now for a new card, if you're investing in a new card, return on investment is almost a year. And if that's okay with you, by all means do it. But for me, I have other things that I'm trying to invest in right now for the future, and buying a graphics card for like $1,000, I just for mining right now to have return on investment in a year, and then after a year then it's making profit, like I just don't have the time for that right now. So take that as you will. I just, like I said, I just wanted to talk briefly about the whole situation about the market bleeding, and how it affects everybody, because it does affect miners. And I don't want you to think that it doesn't, because it's something that you need to be aware of. And as a miner, you need to pay attention to the market, what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with Ethereum, what's going on with all the big stable coins, and figure out what your game plan is from there. I mean, if you have mining rigs, if you've been in this for a while, this is probably not the channel for you, because this is a channel for somebody who has a gaming PC and then all of a sudden they just want to mine off of it, make some profit. That's what this channel is for. But, if you are one of those bigger miners and you want to hang out here, by all means, I'm not going to say no. Anyways, thank you guys for watching me ramble on about this whole market right now. It just, it's just something that I've been thinking a lot about, because I pay attention to the market, because I have investments in different cryptocurrencies myself. So I guess PSA, just pay attention to the market, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Happy mining.